my goodness gracious. I know it's been a while. It's been about a week, huh? All right, all right. I'm surprised I got somebody watching already. Hey, oh, calm down. Guys, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough, guys. Please, cut it. Okay. All right, got a great show for you guys today. An amazing show. A lot of you guys have done this over the road. Don't lie. Do not lie. Do not cap. Do not fib. Do not tell a story. I'm gonna get into this real quick. But first of all, I like to say like, subscribe, comment. Thank you to all my subscribers. We really appreciate you because without y'all, there would be no us. And on top of that, we have my special lady, Boombox Bay, and she's here. Nobody better clap or applause for her at all. Oh, y'all did it anyway. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys are just flipping over her all the time. All right. So we're gonna get into this real quick. And once again, I would definitely like to thank everybody for showing up, to tap in, to get wrapped in. Make sure you put on your seatbelt, get strapped in, like a Carolyn's ride if you from North Carolina.
Oh boy, yeah. Safety first.
That's right. So once again, you see it on the bottom. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. All right.
Truck driver was driving on the highway when all of a sudden he felt like having a snack. He decided to look in the bag for one. He finds what he wants, but it's a little out of reach. He then undoes his seatbelt to get his food, but as he reaches, he slips and brings the steering wheel along with him. Unfortunately, as he tries to put the truck back on track, he causes the truck to overturn and it falls on its side. I do feel a little bad for this trucker because in reality, he was just hungry. But I do wonder what snack he reached for. What do you guys think? What snack did this trucker risk his life for, and was it worth it?
All right, here at News at 11, what snack do you think he was reaching for?
I think he was reaching for a bag of chips. I don't know. It looked like something orange, so I'm thinking Cheetos or something. I'm not really sure.
Excellent. Great guess. You know what? No matter what he was reaching for, he didn't have the skills to pay the bills. Because obviously, he was in zero gravity after he tried to get that snack.
Definitely was. It happens. The sad part is he took his seatbelt off.
He took his
Oh
seatbelt
God, I didn't
off.
mean to laugh at that.
He
took his seatbelt off to fail.
To fail. He definitely took his seatbelt off to fail. Now, one thing is safety's first when it comes to having a CDL driver. He could have not only lost the steering wheel and jackknife and went into another vehicle.
Yeah.
He could have, whatever, trying to get that snack. Now I know drivers, at the end of the day, once you get that snack craving and you've been driving, you put it off long enough. You've passed too many Loves, you've passed too many Pilots, you passed too many mom and pop gas stations. But guess what? If you pass them, you gotta let it go. Because him not letting go of those chips or that little hot plate that he might have had underneath that cover, whatever he had, now he has no job. He is, if he's not an owner operator, he is fired. Like he is a blame.
Yeah. I mean, the simplest thing that he could have done was just pull over. That's all he really had.
But be honest, do we pull over a lot of the times?
In most cases, no.
The truth not good.
In most cases, no. But what I do, well, I'm not gonna say do, but what I have done is I gather all of my snacks before I get in the seat.
Now, what if you forget a snack and you get in that seat? Because we all know that we grab our snacks and put them in a place, but there's just this one snack. And I believe that was the snack in the video.
Mm-hmm. It
And that one snack, I've even seen drivers.
I haven't done it though. I haven't.
What,
I
wreck
haven't.
the truck, getting a snack?
Mm-mm.
Why'd you have to think about it?
I didn't think about it. I'm just
You was
saying.
like,
Uh-uh.
have I? Listen, I've seen truck drivers get up. They don't even want to stop to switch seats. They don't even want to pull over. They feel like they're gonna waste too much time. I've
It
seen them
does stop
out
time.
while the truck is moving on I-10. Just switch out. Don't stop. Just switch out. Just keep going. Switch over to ELD while you're rolling. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
you guys have seen that, let us know. Let us know. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna drop a link for you guys to jump in on the panel. You guys can tell me whether or not it's worth it. Obviously, it's worth it to us as drivers to get what we gotta get. But I will tell you, for that guy, wasn't worth it at all. I literally seen everything that was on his floor go to the ceiling. That is every driver's nightmare of happening, but they feel like it shouldn't happen.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, huh?
Because you know you're taking that risk. You know that you're taking a risk
Mhm.
when you get up out that chair and you know those wheels are still turning. Well, I don't know. He didn't change pace or anything.
Did he
So
slow
what this
down? We
tells
don't
me
know.
is he was. I don't think he slowed down, but let's just say he did. But you know, it tells me that he has become super comfortable with his job
Mhm.
to where he just gets up and
To where he just gets up.
his well he
You
didn't
felt
even he didn't get up. He really
he
didn't get
did
up.
get up.
Uh-uh. But I have seen drivers get up like
And
riding
walk
down
away
the
from the steering
highway
wheel.
and they get up and go to the back of their truck to grab something. You know, you got to be more mindful. You got to be safer with yourself. You the only one in there. So you are the only one that you'll be unalive.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have been worse. We don't even know what happened to him, how seriously he got injured, whether his
I
head
think he
flew
was
up to
all
the top
right.
of the cab or what. You think he's all right?
I think he was all right. I mean,
Mm.
but he might, I mean, besides the simple like bruises, I don't think there was
Simple
any.
bruises. You think he got a head bruise or a leg bruise?
Probably leg, hip, or something like that, maybe.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
But I don't know, something light. Well, but you know what? I can't even say that. Let me take that back because those accidents, a lot of people think that just because you're in a big semi truck that
You're
and you have
protected.
accidents that you can't get hurt, and you can.
Mm-hmm.
All of these commercial vehicles, you can get hurt. A simple car can hurt you. A car, a Honda Civic can hurt you.
Hold on real quick, boom. So we dropped the link in the live chat for any drivers that's out there that want to chime in on this. You just click on it and we'll let you in the backstage. Please, if you decide to come on, please have your camera on and let's talk about it. Let's talk about, the things that drivers do that you've seen that is ridiculous and that you actually seen them fail. Because I've actually seen drivers fail trying to do this. If you're not skilled and you can't pay the bills, you need to just hold on to that steering wheel. What we call that in the drivers where they don't use what is that? Clutches. We call those steering wheel holders. Am I right or am I wrong, guys? Steering wheel holders, you just do that. Just only hold the steering wheel, go from destination point A to point B. Don't talk on your phone. If you're not capable of doing it, but the ones that are seasoned, that can do all that stuff, get up, go back to the microwave, cook some food, run back to your chair. Do it then. I mean, just hey, if you've done it for 10 years and you haven't, you've broken that down to a science. And I definitely applaud you guys for not wrecking or getting put out of service. I know one lady tried to watch. Here's another one. Every CDL driver has done this. Has watched something going down the road. Now, if you've been caught, you probably wasn't the person that needs to do this, because now you got everybody else caught behind you. Do you hear me? You have gotten everyone else caught. I have also seen drivers, pull up to the weigh stations, shell out of their mind. They smoking and not putting stuff out on the way. Oh, and I believe that's where, that consortium got really, really huge. For you guys that don't know about the consortium is where now they even get the owners of the company, make sure that they're not driving or whatever. They make them take stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you have to be mindful of what you're doing out here. You definitely want to be mindful. And yeah, there's plenty of things that every CDL driver has done that will definitely get you. Yeah, we're still on. Miss Manboy.
Come on, you gotta come over to YouTube.
You gotta come to YouTube.
Let me send it to her.
Yep, so that we can chime in on some stuff that we know every CDL driver has done. Lot lizards. Don't lie. Some of you guys out there picking them up. And listen.
I gotta hurry up before.
Oh, she said, who are you yelling at? She's a tanker driver, y'all. Now we got a different respect for tanker drivers. You wanna know why? Because they bring us our lard, they bring us our gasoline, she called you Soldier Boy. Wow, she is
going. Don't make me make you pipe down. She's talking to you.
Oh, she is.
She know I'm not no boy.
Hey driver, that's a good 10 for. You know how to use the CD? I can't wait to get on here. I'm going, ooh.
Yeah, she be on the CD.
She
let me send it to her so she can.
Yeah, don't run. We want to get you on here today. Definitely get you on here. But anyway, and you guys, trying to get over on the ELD for you new drivers that disconnected. Let me tell you something. Like Bob Marshall Bill said, let me tell you something.
That's right, friend. That's right.
You're doing anything like that, trying to get around that ELD. Hopefully, even if you're the driver, you're going to be in trouble. Like, you're going to get put out of service. You're not going to be able to, nope, I'm going to pillow talk.
She do the most.
You going to pillow talk in the cab? Ooh, zesty.
She gonna pillow talk in the cab.
Pillow talk in the cab. Hey, we've all done it. We have all done it. All right. Every CDL driver's done this. Who's pulled up to a dock and did something strange for a piece of change? You're sitting at the dock. You're supposed to pick up a load at 1 a.m. right for my drive-ins or my, even my flatbedders.
Wait,
out there, right?
What you mean?
Unplug that thing and hammer time. Whoa!
Y'all need to cut it out.
Unplug that thing and hammer time. Ooh!
Damn.
Man, let me tell you.
Foot on the pedal to the metal. That's what she talking about.
What's nasty?
What you talking about?
Oh. Hammer down, foot to the floor. Oh, yeah. Stand between the lines, driver. Yeah, we've heard that all before. That's, you definitely want to stand between the lines, which that driver on that video that I put up did not. He didn't stand between the lines. He actually went out of the lines and onto a whole nother plane of existence. But I like to say for you, a lot of you guys out there, trucking is the number 8 dangerous job. It should be number 1 because you got to do it every single day just to get paid.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
you're talking about unplugging the ELD. Girl.
I'd like for you to give some drivers some hint. It seems like you got the cheat code. It must be working for you. But it never worked for me. If I unplug the ELD, it does not matter. They will put me out of service.
The miles.
Every time they call me, I find every way to try to do that. And let me tell you, I had to get right. One of my homeboys, he was in PC all the time. For some reason, he would never get caught. I have no idea. But as soon as I went into PC, you know, it was almost like all the stars aligned, and they was like, "Yep, time to pull them in. Let's do a level one." They can never get me equipment wise, but when it came to those hours, boy, they was tearing my head off of the
Outlaw professional. You do be out there acting like a little outlaw.
outlaw. Yeah, she got her own trucking club, y'all. Y'all join her club, man. The Truck Outlaws.
I
Just
do
don't
want
plug that thing. And then what happens when you plug it back in and it says that there's an error? And they say, you didn't log your error. Do you log your unplugged time too?
I think you have to write it down the time that it the time that it malfunctioned. It malfunctioned. Mhm. So
Right?
once it
And,
malfunctioned.
I got a lot of questions for that. Yeah, she got to get on here and ask
Hey
you.
man, she's talking about she finna
Man,
pillow talk.
listen,
Okay.
man, just go to sleep in your cab, please.
Don't do your little nasty thing.
Right. Because we actually want to hear what you got to say about this ELD. You might have the cheat code that everybody's looking for, but as far as right now, login, no, that doesn't work. Everybody knows how to log in and log out of their app. You know, depending whether you got Big Road or the old Keeping Trucking or whether they changed the motive or whatever. Yeah, nope. That log is going to be all messed up. They know how to read the logs. They're certified and trained to read them, and they're already looking for discrepancies in your log in the first place. So and let me tell you guys, what's that place in Arkansas? I think it's Fort. I got the name of it. Fort something. But yeah,
Where at?
they don't play in Arkansas. Right when you cross that line from Oklahoma, Fort. Anyway, you guys know. Because I'm pretty sure you got pulled into there, and they tore your head off. They had you sitting down. I'm not sharing the legal stuff. Anyway, like
Right,
I
don't need no snitches.
every CDL driver has done these things: remove their CDL. I mean, remove their ELD. Drill without a dash system. Got up and walked around in the
Straight, you gonna put a target on your back. The truck is gonna come for you. Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Stop telling on them.
Parked on the side of the road while coyotes are howling at their back door. Probably had somebody try to break into their trucks. This is a new thing. I hear a lot of truckers are being unalived by pulling over on the side of the road. Now, I'm still not OTR anymore, but when I was OTR, a guy pulled up on his bike and bammed on the door. See, I didn't know he was on a bike.
Oh gosh, I remember that.
We was in Atlanta, right off the exit, parked at a gas station that was closed and shut down. So I get up, I stay protected all the time. I'm just gonna let you guys know that. So, hey, guy, if you knocked on that white Kenworth a few years ago, you spared your own life by just getting on down the road. Because I'm gonna tell you, I was gonna delete you early. I had my whole family in the truck and everything. So for you guys that know about this real park, they knock on the door, boom, 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 to see if somebody's gonna move or they hear a sound. They don't hear a sound, they're breaking directly into your truck. Directly in there. And listen, they are out there unaliving people from what I'm hearing. I don't have the stats, but I do believe it because it's happened more than once. You'll hear banging and knocking around, and I believe they should let all truckers, they're in the truck. I believe all truckers should carry. If you guys believe that, drop a like, drop a comment on what I'm saying, and definitely share this out because
I mean they make it really tough for truckers to feel safe and to do their job. They make it tough for truckers to feel safe. They make it tough for truckers to do their job.
Super hard. So drivers are doing everything that they can do to be comfortable. So like I said, every CDL driver, or most, not every, most CDL drivers have to find a way to stay sane while they're on the road. They got to kind of make it like their humble abode, right? And they got to have, all the necessities to keep them moving on the road, because some drivers don't come home until they do over 3,000 miles. If they do come home, some of them just stay out on the road. But being on the road every day, you have so many hurdles to get around. You have way stations, they're always looking to pull you in and stop you. They're just trying to find the right one where they don't have to do a lot of work. And I know this because I'll come through there. They won't mess with me at all. But somebody's truck who's raggedy, boop, oh, they get in that red light, go over there. They already know. Dump trucks, they pull them in automatically because they know a lot of times they're loaded without, being weighed. So they're like, this is an easy one. We could write him a ticket for being overweight. We know he might be overweight, especially if he's carrying asphalt. He doesn't know. Or if he's carrying milling or something like that. Dirt, definitely. Oh, he's nice and dirty. Let's pull him in. Let's see if he got some wheel seals or something like that leaking. So every day you're going to go through something out here. And this is for my new drivers that don't know. Like you're gonna have a hard time parking. If you're over the road, you're always gonna have a hard time parking. Unless you park on site and you don't want food and you don't want to use the bathroom. Of course, we got our work around for the bathroom. I built my own potty when I was on the road. And that potty came in handy when you eat something that you shouldn't eat and you still got to keep on keeping on. And so, guys, definitely let me know what you would like for us to talk about, because there's so many things to talk about in trucking life. That's why I think it's a hashtag truck life, trucking life, CDL life, because once you get those professional license, you're like, people respect me. They don't respect truckers. They pull in front of you, cut you off, make you slam your brakes, make your load slide, whatever, because they're trying to get paid. I actually seen, I'm gonna say that for another bit. Nah, I actually seen a driver pull in front of a truck, stop, then go reverse into him just so that he can get an insurance claim. Wow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the weirdest things that you've seen a CDL driver do over the road? Boombox? Boombox, baby?
Driving 70 miles per hour and holding up, trying to holler at another trucker in another truck.
Okay, guys, this is a real story. So we're in California because we used to do the Charlotte to California route, right? And we're going down one of these California mountains, like in the northern part of California.
In the Grapevine. We were in the Grapevine.
Is that the name it was? Is that okay? And I'm in the back, mind you, because I'm co-driver at this part. I'm taking my low rest. But for some reason, I feel like we're going down a mountain pretty fast. And next thing you know, I hear my wife talking. I hear Boombox saying, hey, no. And she's smiling. She's looking to the right. She's smiling and she's looking to the right. And next thing you know, I see a guy, but I'm thinking he's telling her, oh, hey, your tire's going out, or you got a light hanging, or all of your stuff that's on the flatbed. What we doing flatbed at that time? What was the driving? Anyway, whatever you're hauling is probably scattering all over the street. So I'm looking through the side window. I don't see anything. I'm looking through the other side window, and I see a guy, and he's trying to shoot his shot at Boombox. And I saw, me, I had to come all the way through the curtains and let him know, like, you're about to kill us. You're hollering going 65, 75 miles an hour going down the mountain. And you're trying to keep level, so you're holding your brakes.
You gotta stay in the lines. And I really thought something was wrong with my truck. And because he was honking the horn, he was just going crazy. I really thought that. I tried to look in the mirror, to see if there was something that I could see. I couldn't see anything. So that's when I finally rolled the window down to try to see what was the issue. And this guy was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Can I have your phone number? I'm like, dude, we're flying down a mountain right now. Your truck is beside my truck and we're going. Because, I don't know what he weighed, but, we had weight on us. And any given time, you can be weighing, 40 to 80,000 pounds. So, I mean, yeah, this is not the time to behave like that. Not only that, though, my husband was present and he was with me in the back. So, I'm like, no, dude, you about to cause even more of a problem. So, that was really weird to me. And then another time I was going down another mountain in Virginia, Fancy Gap. And I'm coming around a curve, and there was a SUV it had to have been pulled over. Not sure how long, but they were pulled over in a blind spot. And as I'm coming around the curve, they're pulling out from the side of the road. And I'm already going at least, 70. I don't know. People
Super
in cars.
truckers.
Yeah.
Super truckers.
Once
We
you get
all
used to
know.
certain mountains, though, is like Fancy Gap. When I first started driving,
You were
like
scared,
I was
right?
so afraid because those cliffs are no joke.
Mm.
You know, they say don't look down, you can't help, because that's all you see is down. And Fancy Gap was kind of like that. So I was like, oh my God, Jesus, you definitely gonna have to take this wheel because I cannot handle this mountain. That was the first time I went down that mountain. And then the second time, I'm not sure where we were coming from, but somehow we ended up in snow in Virginia. And the way the GPS routed us, I ended up coming back out and ended up coming right out to Fancy Gap in the snow. Oh my gosh. I was like, again. And that was when I really gained my wings with that Fancy Gap, because I was like, you know what? This mountain is not about to beat me. I definitely have to handle this.
She did an excellent job too. Excellent job. Excellent job. Now, one thing I will say is, if you have a team driver, do you guys trust your team driver? Because the biggest thing about having a team driver, I believe, is trust. Because if you can't trust that team driver, you're not getting any sleep. You go to lay in the back and you hear that rumble strip, you're like, hey, what's going on? Like, are we going off that mountain?
Yeah, I definitely used to have a problem with that rumble strip.
I mean, she'll hit that rumble strip every 15 minutes. So just think about an alarm every 15 minutes, guys. Like, I'm coming through the blinds every time. Hey, are we going down the mountain? Are we flipping? Are we rolling? Are we doing like that guy that I showed with everything going up in the air, zero gravity?
In my defense, though, I was staying closer to the other line than being closer to the other vehicles. But I mean, you had your moments too.
Oh, like what? Pray tell.
Like those water bottles, or that time when we was riding through Louisiana, and you
what water bottles?
You made me bounce from the bed to the ceiling of the other bed.
No, let's rewind.
The water bottles. We were coming from I want to say down by Virginia Beach, and we took them to New Jersey. And no, I had no sleep. We're not even talking about that. I had no sleep that night. Had me wore out.
So, one thing I will say is, driving in ice and snow and still trying to eat, still trying to figure out, so every CDL driver needs to learn how to drive in snow. Needs to get out there and get their toe. So if you're one of those drivers that are scared to get into that snow, I've been there. She's been there. People have followed us. We were in the lead on the, I don't know if you guys remember the Texas I-20. If you go to you're on the channel already, go down, you'll see we drove through it. Like, everything we're saying is facts. We that was our first time. We tried to, run the Charlotte to California.
That was our first snowstorm. That wasn't our first time in snow.
Oh, that wasn't our first snowstorm. Our first snowstorm was in New Hampshire, where we almost went off the cliff.
Oh my God!
So that was our first time. We tried
to that day,
and it was not even supposed to snow. But as soon as we picked up our load to hurry up and rush to get out of the northern hemisphere, we ended up taking a road where the Garmin told us to go. We analyzed it a few times. Where we had to go was to a postal office right on top of the hill. What happened was, it was our first time, and I was watching YouTube videos, trying to get up the hill. So it's like, just power through, do this and that, make sure you're in the right gear, did everything. Now, the fact is, everybody knew that you will get stuck here with a truck. So I don't know how it works, but we got stuck.
But he didn't listen. He didn't listen because it was a dozer right behind us, and I said, "Let pull
Hold
over
on,
and
let me
let
say
the."
this real quick. Every CDL driver has went down the wrong path because of GPS. GPS stands for getting people stuck. I've heard that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's gotten
But
us stuck a lot.
but you didn't listen because you
Hmm?
thought that you could beat that hill.
I did.
Well, you didn't know the hill was gonna be like that.
Mm.
You didn't know. But if you would have let that dozer go in front of us,
Did you tell me to
would have
let
been
that
clear.
dozer go in front of us?
Yes.
You
Yes,
did?
I did. Yes, I did.
Mm. What'd I say when you said that?
You said you got it.
Oh, I said I got it.
You said you got it.
I'm not dead. Well,
It's
that
like
was
I
one of
can't.
the times
Well,
I
you
did
said
not.
something. I'm not gonna say you said you got it, but you said something about not pulling over because we were in the neighborhood, and I think behind the dozer was an officer, and you already had felt like we made a wrong turn, so you didn't want to get in trouble due to being in that
Okay.
resident. But yeah, we ended up getting
Residential
stuck. And then
neighborhood.
let me
Yeah.
tell you, when we got stuck,
Mhm.
the dozer just went right around us anyway, and so did
Mhm.
the officer. He didn't stop trying to help or anything.
Yeah, that was the weird part. Now that
Yeah.
was the weird part. They knew about that area and just went around us, didn't help us clear it. What happened was I had to walk up the street about a half a mile to get,
That
somebody
man.
else that had a mini dozer and cleared it for us, put down salt, and that's the only so we were stuck in a curb about to go off the corner. And when you look down that corner, it almost looked like, remember Mortal Kombat when it first came out and they had all the spikes underneath the bridge on that one stage, just like way back
Yeah, a
on
bunch of
like
debris.
95, 96. That is what it looked like. Like we had one tire that was about to go off. If we slid one more time, and mind you, we're on the hill, but we knew that we weren't getting towed, and we also knew that we couldn't leave the truck there for too long because we felt like the more that the ice melted, the slicker it would get, and our truck would just slide off the hill anyway. So
Mhm.
me panicking, I was panicking. I was panicking. You know what she told me? Tell them what you told me, Boombox, when I was panicking.
What? I don't remember.
She
Stay
told me,
calm.
shut up. She said, shut up and let's just figure it out. She was like the wife on John Q. that was like you've got to figure it out. Whatever Denzel's name was, and John, you've got to figure it out, John.
No.
Yeah, yeah. She does this
No, it's not.
time, guys, and I'm like, man, boy dog. So now, I got to be boy dog. I got to get out there, and I got to,
Uh,
got to get right. Got to get right. Luckily, it turned out fine for us. Now, how many of you drivers have gotten stuck in the mud or in so we were dropping off some satellites. Every CDL driver, I believe, has gotten stuck. And I'm not talking about just semis. I'm talking about hot shot and everything. If you've had to pick up a car off the road somewhere and then your truck gets stuck. How many of y'all have had to call a tow truck to move you literally less than 100 feet and you had to pay $300-400 because you messed around and somebody told you, hey, back up to my car if you're doing call hauling to pull a car out. Next thing you know, you've gotten stuck with a 2-3 car haul. I've done every single section of this trucking except for tanking, and a couple of few other ones. But the main ones that you will see on the load board, I've done. My friends have done them. So collectively, we've done all of them. So people with the dump trucks. How many of you guys have turned over a dump truck? I've seen one turned over on my first day. Somebody slammed their stuff, and that was it. You got to get them up out of there. So that's about it for today. I wanted to keep this real short. I definitely want to give y'all some fire stuff.
Boom shakalaka.
And that's what happened with the dude when he hit that ditch. All you heard was
Boom shakalaka.
the shoes
I
weren't
thought,
on.
what video I thought that was when I first saw it? Him and that other guy looks a lot alike. The one that actually got flung up out of his seat and he hit his head on the ceiling, and all you saw was his feet dangling in there.
Yeah, that was the same guy.
Play it again, because I don't remember.
That was the same guy.
Let me see. I didn't see his feet. Was this a new job and he did this at another job?
No, this is the same guy.
Oh, let me see. Maybe I'm
This
tripping.
truck driver was driving on the highway
just
when all
split.
of a sudden he
Oh,
felt like
wait,
having a
maybe it
snack.
was maybe
He
it went too
decided to
fast.
look in the back for one. He
You see that right there? He's still on the road. He's still on the
finds what he
road.
wants, but it's a little out of reach.
So he found it.
He then undoes his seatbelt to get his food.
He's
but
still going at
Boom.
the same pace.
And
That's
he's still in the
messed
same
up.
lane. So where did he mess
as
up?
he reaches,
He messed up
slips.
because he didn't slow
He
down.
messed up because he pushed the steering wheel to the side. And that's when the truck probably did that heavy top jerk. We've all seen it, that heavy top jerk. And then he sits down on the ground, which means he has no control. Look at this. Watch how he sits on the ground.
And brings the steering wheel along with
Mm.
That was too much turning. And now, so I'm guessing that it's mirrored because I don't know. Oh, he went to the left side of the road.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, as he tries to put the truck back on track, he causes the
He turned
truck to
too
overturn
much.
and it falls.
So
He wasn't watching his back.
Guys, you see
That
that?
back
Zero
jackknife
gravity.
and took him over.
And look at all that dirt. Now you see, it's almost like he
I
took
still
the
didn't see it.
asphalt back up.
Oh, is
You
that
see
his
that?
feet?
Yeah, that's everything in his cab that was on the bottom. It went up now.
I
on
bet
its
you he
side.
laying. I bet you he still laid there.
Hey, he had some
whatever it
juice too. What was that?
I do feel a little bad for this trucker because in reality he was just hungry. But I do wonder what snack he reached for. What do you guys?
Like and subscribe, y'all. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. If this has happened to any of you guys, I really feel bad for you guys if this has happened.
Man,
What snack did this trucker risk his life for, and was it worth it?
You
You
know-
see how it just lifted him up like he was going to heaven. He just
that reminded me of when we were riding through Texas in that storm,
Mhm.
and all those drivers. We kept a steady pace, right?
Right.
So, and all those drivers that was like honking and driving past, mad, like, oh, acting like we didn't know what we were doing, right?
Right.
And as we got further down the road, several of them we saw just flipped over.
Flipped over.
Remember that one that I thought was some kind of sign on the highway? And then when we got closer to it, it ended up being like a crumpled up truck.
Mm.
Some of them lost produce, all kind of stuff.
Man, they lost everything that they had in
Like
the back of
that
those
is-
trucks.
Like honestly, like the people that like to take stuff off the trucks and run with it, that would have
was
been
easy
a
pickings that day.
gold mine
Yeah.
for them. Oh my
And
god!
groceries. People that's hungry, all the people that was holding signs in Charlotte, if they was down there, they would have been eating for years.
Oh my gosh,
Okay, maybe a
it's
couple
just
weeks, but-
crazy. Some of them was so bad that we actually stopped and pulled
To check
over
on them.
to try to see and make sure that they were okay.
That's in our videos as well. That is in our videos as well. So if you guys want to go back and check it out, or you just need some tips on how to get through that snow, that was our real first time driving like over 1,000 miles and just nothing but ice. And we're actually leading the pack, as you guys will see, leading the whole pack. And they think we know what we're doing. We had no clue. We just
I've
dropped it out. We
driven in
took it out of
snow,
automatic.
not in a semi truck, but I've driven commercial vehicles in snow. Thank God for that training too. But honestly,
Yeah, I had no training. So I don't think the training helped you much. I had zero
no, I was
training.
going to say, but honestly, I'm thankful for that training. But at the same time, anything could happen. Like snow is not something that you just want to play with or like try to test your might. If you're gonna drive in this type of an element, you definitely want to take your time. Be patient with your vehicle. Be patient with yourself. There's no need to rush because rushing could lead to something else.
It definitely can. It definitely can. It can lead to you not delivering that load. So a lot of these brokers will put a lot of pressure on you. They'll say, hey, we're going to track you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you put on a GPS tracking app. Guess what? They're going to call you. Did you make it there? Where you at? I'm like, listen, dude, you're tracking me. Like, look at the tracking. You see my truck hasn't stopped, So, hey, what's up?
How's it going?
What is up?
Jump on if you like. Click the link. Chime in.
Because we're almost done with the show for today. but we really, 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 really just want to see if there's anybody else that wanted to come in and talk about their
Their
experience
trucking
on what
experience.
exactly what every CDL driver has done that they frown upon, like getting out and you're supposed to be looking at the dock when you're backing in and say, hey, you're supposed to do gold, get out and look. Yeah, we never did that. We just always backed in. We felt like it was too tight, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get out. Every driver with a hot shot, has had an anxious moment where they tried to turn somewhere short and then realized that little metal piece that's on their trailer is going to bend the side of their cab. I think that's a learning experience for a lot of new people. And I know a lot of drivers out there, you think you can drive. You're turning that corner, and next thing you know, you hit a fire hydrant, a gate. You might even hit another car. There are a lot of new drivers that's done that. That's why they're always looking for drivers with 2 years experience, because they want you to tear up somebody else's stuff before you get to them.
Right.
That's just the gist of it. A lot of, well, why do I need to wait 2 years? Because the insurance company wants to see, your tenure. They want to know how the longer that you've been driving without it being on them, happier they are to take you on, because they want to know, they want to hedge that risk.
Well, they want to make sure that you're responsible in taking precautions, like, being safe, and that you got all the jitters out, really,
Jitters, yeah. Yep.
They want you to be comfortable with what you're doing.
So guys, thank you again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being a subscriber of the family, the Enoch LLC family. We're going to always still put how-to videos in our repertoire. We're going to be doing a lot of reaction videos as well. We're going to be going live with the newest and most updated information that we can possibly give you. If you guys have anything that you want to chime in and help out the community of truckers, because once again, we're supposed to be a brother sisterhood type deal, and a lot of people go through stuff and they need you to let everybody else know what they're going through so they can be successful. You can be successful. We reach one, teach one,
especially when it comes to bidding.
Right, and it'll help you. It'll help you power up. You don't want to be out here forever working hard. Then you got older, and finally you want to get out here. And then next thing you realize is you've been doing the wrong thing for the longest, and now you're tired. Now you don't want to do it anymore. So, let's get out here. Let's be intentional. Let's help out our fellow brothers and sisters, in the brotherhood, sisterhood. Doesn't matter what race, what ethnicity. Let's get to the bag, because that's why you're a professional driver, because you decided you wanted to get to the bag.
Make your money.
And make your money. So, we're running out of time. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, share for more content. Doesn't matter what part of the trucking industry you're in. Doesn't matter if you're in the trucking industry. But if you want to get into the trucking industry, please let us know what you need help with. And we'll be glad, because whatever you might need help with or have a question on, somebody else may have a question on. And we're definitely here to help out the community. So thank you again. Thank you so much for joining in. That's the end of our time. And I hope you got some gems out of it.
Peace.
Peace. And we love to have fun, as you can see. So we out.